Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna break my break with a favourites video. So if you want to see some things that I have been loving, then keep watching. So how are you all? I hope you're all doing okay. I obviously had a break for a holiday, you know, like everyone does. You go away, have a nice time, switch off, that kind of thing. And I have been working away at home since we got back, but like obviously Stan started school at the beginning of September, and he's still not in full time yet because that's just the way our school's like induction to reception, oh hi Merlin, works. So he won't be doing the same hours as Bill and Daisy until not next week but the week after. However, next week is almost there, so that's really good. But it's just meant that in terms of working, he's been at home actually more than what he would be when he was at preschool and stuff, and it's been like every single day and the day's been quite broken up. So I just decided this is, you know, the last child I'm going to see off to school, and these extra afternoons that we've been having together are indeed a gift, and I wanted to make sure I would not regret juggling everything. So I've just been focusing on that, and then in the mornings what I've been doing, aside from like we've been decorating our bathroom, I say we, actually I've done it all on my own. It's just a project that I really wanted to do, but I've been doing that as well, like just giving that a freshen up because it's been bugging me a little bit. I'll do a little bathroom tour if you would like to see, let me know in the comments. But I've also been filming lots of videos. So I've done this one, I've got like grocery hauls, I've got a get it all done with me type thing, like cleaning, tidying, sorting, that kind of thing. I've got a home bargains haul and things like that. So I am working on getting these things out. I just wanted to, you know, take a step back, sort of like focus on him and Bill and Daisy as well, who are fine. Bill's gone into year 6, Daisy's gone into year 2, and it's actually very strange really to be starting school again with Stan. I'm ending school with Bill, and then Daisy's in the middle, and I just feel like my head is at all different ends of schooling, primary schooling life. And yeah, it's just been really busy, but they're doing so well, all 3 of them. I'm really proud of them. I'm telling you my life story, and I really shouldn't be. If you want to like catch up video, let me know in the comments. There's not really much to say because, you know, just getting the kids in school, adjusting to everything again, easing into autumn. Obviously there's been a lot of sadness in the news and with what's happened with Queen and lots of other things, and I am simply existing here today to be hopefully a little bit of escapism, a little bit of a chat, a little bit of company. I'm going to show you some things I really like, if that's okay. So we're going to start with that. I'm going to start with food, actually. This is a bit of a weird one. My gut health, I would say, I don't know if this is you, but I'm not going to start being gross or anything like that, so don't worry. But I feel like as you get older, and I do feel like this is quite common because I've had chats like this from my friends, but I personally feel like I can't drink as much as what I used to when I was in university. You know, when you're in university and you can just survive on the most terrible diet and you still like look great and you've got loads of energy. Don't know how I did it, but you can't drink as much. Like, you know, maybe you get a little bit bloated. I've got a few people I know that have to crack out a Rennie or 2 sometimes, and I think it's just, I don't know, we're sensitive in our older age, aren't we? But my dad also was diagnosed a long time ago now with ulcerative colitis, and it's always something that's in the back of my mind in case it's hereditary or anything like that, or I might follow suit. But sometimes I feel like just a bit more sensitive in my tongue these days, and I've tried probiotics, as you know, and I'm quite into like taking vitamins and things like that, as you also will know. But something that comes up a lot now in terms of like a healthy gut, immunity support and stuff is kefir, and we have a couple of flavours. Me and Mark are both taking it in the morning, just as like a little drink with breakfast and stuff. So if you ever see me on my Instagram stories and it looks like I'm drinking a milkshake or something, it's this. So we've got the cherry one and the coconut one. There are loads of different flavours and loads of different brands, but honestly, I swear my tummy is a little bit more settled, and you know, that could be one of many different factors, because like summertime I feel is quite an indulgent time. There's always an excuse for a barbecue. You go on holiday, maybe you have drinks in the gardens with friends and a lot of impromptu stuff, whereas in the autumn winter months I feel like we kind of hibernate more and eat some, like, you know, root vegetables and stuff and that kind of thing, and also the heat, I find as I get older, water retention, I get that a lot with like arthritis anyway, and just feeling a bit like sluggish, but it has reduced in temperature. I'm enjoying that. I'm feeling a lot better, but my tummy, I swear, I just feel like less bloated, generally a bit better, and I will definitely keep having it. It's really nice, and when you drink it, it kind of just tastes like a yogurt, really, like you're drinking a yogurt. It tastes lovely. There's nothing strange about it, and I mean, this one is a British brand. It's the Beautiful. Anyway, and it's been a trusted gut-friendly staple for over 2,000 years, and the word kefir literally means feel good. And yeah, I've been enjoying that. A portion is like half a bottle. We've not been having that. We've been having like kind of like a shot of it almost, because well, I don't know, maybe I should be drinking half a bottle every day, don't know, but it has been helping. And you can pick that up from all sorts, and like I said, there are different brands, and I'm sure at some point, if not already, places like Aldi and Lidl will start to stock something similar, because they're quite quick on the uptake, aren't they? But really been enjoying that, and it kind of surprises me that I put it in a favourites video, but here we are. This is your 30s. The next favourite, on a complete flip side, is this. I bought a new bar because, you know, I wanted to make it look nice, but it is the Biscoff milk chocolate, and it's like chocolate filled with like a Biscoff cream in the middle. I would say, like, yeah, it's pretty true to form, but it's just amazing. It's really good, but it's rich. I've said this a lot, I'm one of those annoying people that's like, oh, it's too sweet for me, I'm a savoury girl, but you could just have like a chunk of it, and it's lovely, and it's got little crunchy pieces for a bit of texture, but it's really, really nice. I keep my chocolate in the fridge as well, if you were wondering, because I like that it kind of slowly warms up a bit as I'm eating it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really, really nice. I think I picked it up at the Co-op, but you'll probably see it all over the place, because every shops like Biscoff, don't they? So yeah, that's that. Really, really nice. The next thing I want to show you is this, and it is a DYMO. I have had this for years. I have a few label machines that I use a lot. I really like organising things, but what I like about the DYMO is that it comes out on like quite a thick tape for starters. It adheres really well, and I've labelled the kids' water bottles with it going back to school, and I've been updating the bathroom and getting like bottles and stuff to keep everything in. Sorry, I thought I was going to yawn then. And I've got like green bottles for the bathroom with like shower gel, shampoo, conditioner, the kids like bath stuff, and I got this for the downstairs toilet. I have lots of these bottles around. I really like the way that they look. I also like to buy, you know, refills for hand soap, because it generally works out cheaper. So you know the Carex one, the big one you can get, I'll use that a lot, and I just like the way it fits in. Like I feel like if it can fit in with my house, and I can use less plastic overall by using the refillable packs and stuff, I might as well do. And I decided to make the move to the downstairs toilet as well, so now every like sink or whatever has these instead of like the actual ones that you can buy, like, you know, all sorts and stuff. And I've been labelling them as well, and I just forgot how much I liked it. So I need to do this one for the downstairs layer, and I'm just going to write hand soap on it. And actually, should we do it now? Don't worry, I'll speed this bit up or edit it or something. But you basically, you find like the letter you want. So we are on A there, and you push the handle in, and then you move it around to like, now we need N, and you can add things like an @ if you want to like do it for an email address. You can add a space, which I will need to do, and I just personally think that it's really cool. So there we go, that is what it looks like when it comes out, and I'm just going to trim the excess off, and it has a little sticky bit on the back, and you just peel it off and stick it onto whatever you have. And like I said, like they stick really firmly, and because it's like a kind of, I don't know what material it is, but because it's quite hard and it's not papery or anything like that, they last so well in wet environments, which is obviously what I am using it for. But I've really been enjoying using that, and I've just used it a lot recently, and I thought I'll let you know, because like if you're into a bit of organisation, I feel like I do a lot of organising and decluttering with like every season that passes, and already I'm thinking about, oh gosh, you know, Christmas, and making sure that we've got space for new things, and we're, you know, passing on older things that are no longer of use and stuff. So yeah, anyway, really like that. And the next thing that is kind of a random item is this. I will do a clip of this in action, because I wouldn't be able to plug it in where I'm sat properly. But these are night lights. This is Stan's. He has a black one, Daisy has a pink one, and they come with controllers, and they are mains operated. So obviously it's something to think about with, you know, electricity, energy prices and all that at the moment. It's intense, isn't it? But what I enjoy about this, because my younger two, excuse my washing machine, and my younger two are slightly still afraid of the dark, is that this has a timer on it, and so I can set that to a duration where it will stop when I'm pretty certain that they've fallen asleep, which I really like, because it's not even that I need to turn it off when I go to bed. It's usually already done that for me, and it's more of a comfort thing. And if for whatever reason they did wake in the middle of the night, they also know how to use it themselves, and I think that it's just giving them a lot of comfort. But the main thing that I love about it is that this bit here, I can't show you because obviously it's like, it only operates when it's going itself, but it rotates. And then if you can see, there's loads of cutouts, there's moons, stars. You can change the colour, and it reflects moons and stars and things like that all over their ceiling. And it's a bit like a budget version of Bill's Galaxy Light, which he has. And they just love it. They absolutely love it. And they've got their own personal colours that they prefer. Like Stan likes the blue and green setting, so there's a mix of blue and green stars and stuff, or Daisy's is like the pink and purple, but there are loads of different options, and it's just become something that I really enjoy setting up for them, you know, when you put in your kids to bed and things like that, and it's part of their routine now. But they are fabulous. I found them on Amazon, and of course I will leave them linked down below. It's also worth noting as well, we use the mains operated, but there is also a battery option. So, I mean, you'll be going through more batteries that way depending on how long you use it for. But, you know, it's a different option with the way things are at the moment. I guess you've just got to work out cost of batteries versus cost of energy at the moment, which I'm not sure honestly where we'd start with that, but yeah, it's really, really good, and for its purpose, I really recommend it. The next thing that I want to show you is actually behind me. I do love this big fluffy pumpkin, by the way. That is from George Asda, but it's out of stock online, so I don't really want to include it just because it makes me feel awful that I can't physically link it properly, but you might find it in store. But it's this. Now, you're probably thinking, bloody hell, Charlotte, it's just a light up pumpkin. But I bought this from Home Bargains. This is what it's like when it's not on, and as you can see, it's like all mottled and lovely. And as you'll see in my Home Bargains haul, when I went to find them, there was only 4 left. There was one orange and one of like a more muted browny beigey colour, but every single one of them were broken. And this bit here had completely come off, and there were just wires hanging out everywhere. To be honest, I've not even stuck it on 100%, but I noticed that it had been stuck on with a glue gun, of which I have. Glue guns are totally cheap. I keep talking about glue guns in every video I'm doing at the moment, just ignore me. You don't know that yet, but I do because I film them all. But I was able to fix it, and instead of £6.99, which is what they are worth, I got it for £2.50, and I popped some batteries in, and it is beautiful, and it lives up there on my shelves, and it's just brings me great joy. I'm more of an autumn decorator than a Halloween decorator, but I love all these colours anyway. I love warm tones, as I'm sure you've probably gathered by now. But we'll put that back over there for your aesthetic enjoyment there, or a bit this way, bit there. I think that's nice, isn't it? But yeah, I really, really like that, and every time I look at it, I'm like, I fixed that, and I got a bargain for it, and you know, it's the simple things, isn't it? The simple thing. Next up, I'm going to talk to you about laundry products. Have you missed me? You know me in a laundry product. I picked up the new Mrs. Hinch ones, which you'll see in my Home Bargains haul when it's up, and they are beautiful, but I picked them up early because I know stuff like that tends to be quite hard to find once everybody's come across it, and put them aside to when it maybe gets a little bit more wintry. But I saw these in Waitrose the other day, and no, it's Outdoorables. They've come up with like loads of new scents. You know how there was like the pink one, the blue one, and the yellow one? Now there are these, and it is the Fairy Outdoorable, fresh as if dried outside. And I think this is like a new scent, rich, creamy, peachy notes with floral touches, with a crisp, pure scent of fabrics dried outside in the sun. A perfect reassurance of fairy care and clean for your clothes. It's beautiful. It's plant-based, which is always nice. It's ultra concentrated, and the bottle is entirely made out of 100% recycled plastic. But to be honest with you, oh my God, it smells so nice. It's so nice and super strong, and obviously we're leaving the days of things being dried outside, so we can live vicariously through this little bottle. But it is beautiful, and they've updated this as well, because I read on the back it said that it's with a new, fresh and mild scent, which I'm assuming is exactly the same scent as the Outdoorables, but they are a beautiful combo. Oh, I've got a bit of the fabric softener on my hands now, and I just want to sniff. It's so nice. But they do a really good clean as well. I love Fairy because it's a brilliant clean even on a cold wash. How many times have we heard that? And yeah, it's great for like sensitive skin, so it's quite nice in a way that they've developed one that like people with sensitive skins can use and stuff. So they're updated, paired together, beautiful. There are no words, and I really recommend them. I got them in Waitrose, bizarrely, and they were really cheap and on offer, but I wonder if it might be like an introductory thing, so it's worth checking around on like Tesco, etc., and everywhere else that you shop and seeing what's available, because they are beautiful. The final things that I want to talk about are like beauty related, and it's these three. Where do I start? I'm going to start with this one actually. So obviously I worked with Skin and Me back in the summer. I say back in the summer, we've only just left it, but I'm on my 4th doser now. I am, and it's Skin and Me, obviously you can see that there, and there's a video where that's included, but I've just really been enjoying it. And obviously while I've worked with them, this is not paid for, I'm not like been paid to mention this or anything like that. This is a genuine you know, like I really like it. I love the fact that it's dosed. I love the fact that I can achieve what I want out of my skin without having to buy 50 million products, which I've done in the past, and I don't know how to use them anyway. But I just feel like one of the things I wanted was like glowier skin, less wrinkles, sort of, I feel like it looks good. I mean, obviously I'm wearing makeup, so that's like faking it a bit there, but I really like it, so I thought I'd mention it because it deserves a mention. The next thing, I've just like, when you do videos like this or you're online and you're constantly creating content and then moving on to edit it, you spend way too much time looking at yourself and scrutinizing yourself, and like there are bits that I just edit out because I don't know, I'm like, oh God, Charlotte, what? And just, you become really aware of your mannerisms and or the people pointing stuff out to you, and then that hurts. But it's just I've been looking at myself and I've not been 100% happy with like my makeup. Like it looks nice and everything, but it's just not hit the spot. And also I'm ready to go darker again for like winter. I tend to go lighter for like 6 months and then I go darker again, and I just feel like as I lose my sun-kissedness, it's going to wash me out more. So hair, like I'm ready to change that. I'm going to get that like toned down slightly at the end of September. And then my biggest issue was my contour. I just wasn't really happy with the way it was looking or blending and stuff. And I was like, what? When was the last time I was really happy with my makeup? And I thought, oh, my wedding, which was incidentally, it's just over a year ago now. It was on Saturday, our anniversary, our first wedding anniversary, so the 10th. And it was really special. We had a lovely time together. And yeah, I don't want to wax lyrical, but I don't know, I'm dead happy, and I don't know, I just love him loads, and we're loving life at the moment, really, like growing older together and seeing our kids grow up. And I am going to wax lyrical now, but yeah, it was just lovely and a really nice weekend. But I was looking through what I was wearing at that time and thinking about what I wore for my wedding makeup, and it was this contour that I use, the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Mocha, and it's like this, and you can get all sorts of different colours, so you can also use these as like concealers and stuff as well. But I repurchased it and then instantly I was more in love with my makeup again. And it's a cream contour, but it goes on, it's quite a hard stick, but it goes on seamlessly, so easy to blend, and I just love the way my makeup's looking again, and I really can recommend that. I don't understand why I stopped using it, but I feel like I'm gonna keep on with that. I feel like I might have found another holy grail product, which is rare for me because I like to flip too much, but it's fantastic as contour, really good. And I do love Fenty Beauty in general. They've got some really good stuff. The next thing, so I normally wear Daisy by Marc Jacobs, and I love that, and I'll always have that in like my house because it's kind of like what I smell of. Like I feel like it's just a scent that, you know, friends or family will associate with me. But it was getting to like autumn winter, obviously now, and you know, when you've like used up other, I have other perfumes like on the side for like certain things, maybe if I want to go spicy or something like that. Not loads, but I've used up quite a few recently, while Daisy had run out, which I've like since gone on to repurchase now. I wanted to try and find something that was like a bit more wintry or like just a little bit different, and I decided, and it is the tiniest bottle in the world, and it pains me to say this because it's stupid how much the real big bottle costs, but obviously if you're into makeup you'll have heard of Huda Beauty, and I think like there's two sisters and they've come together to now do a perfume range, which is K-Ali or K-Ali. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce it. If you know, please let me know. But I got the tiny version of this to try because I'm very funny with perfumes and I won't spend my money unless I'm, you know, sure, because scents can sometimes make me feel a bit sick and give me a headache. I don't know about you. But this is the Vanilla 28. And it's really nice. Will I repurchase the big bottle? Absolutely not. But would I maybe ask for, if people ask me what I would like for Christmas or my birthday, maybe I would ask for some money towards it to get one, because it's a really, really beautiful scent. They do loads and they come really highly reviewed as well, which is really annoying. You know, when you just like, oh, at least if it's bad, I won't need to buy it. But everybody seems to really like fragrances. This, it's so funny. Every time I spray it, it has the initial notes is something that goes up my nose and tickles it a little bit, and sometimes I sneeze, but it's a really nice smell. And then it settles into this sexy, it's vanilla based obviously, but it's way more than just like a cupcake mix. It's, I don't know, it does feel sexy and warm and cozy, and it's kind of the vibes that I want to give off. Hi, I'm sexy, warm and cozy, pleased to meet you. But it's beautiful, and if you're ever around where you can give it a sniff, I would recommend, you know, if you're in the market for a perfume or something like that, or maybe Christmas or whatever. But it's really beautiful and I really like it, and I'm really annoyed that I like it because I hate liking things that are ridiculously priced, but it is really nice, it's lovely. And then finally, because we've been chatting for what seems to be 8 years, I want to mention to you books that I really enjoyed while I was on holiday. I took my Kindle with me, which I tend to use for travel. It's been fab, but generally speaking, I've got to say I do prefer holding a real book, which is annoying really, isn't it? Right, so the two books that I really, really enjoyed. The first one I've almost finished now and it's fantastic, is The Keeper of Stories by Sally Page. Wow, it's so good. I'm not even, I don't really want to give you a blurb, but it's basically about this lady that has a series of clients and she cleans their houses, and she kind of collects their stories as she goes along, but she believes that she doesn't have one of her own. And it's just a really beautiful book, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I've nearly finished it, but I don't have as much time on my hands as what I did when I was on holiday. Such is life, you know. The other book that I really, really enjoyed was by Ruth Ware, I think it is, and it's called The Turn of the Key. That was, I read that on a flight pretty much. Now, bearing in mind, I think I'd started it maybe about 10% in, but I was just addicted to reading it. The flight was a couple of hours, and my kids are completely different on flights now to what they were when they were babies and toddlers, so it was very, very peaceful and relaxing, and it was brilliant. It basically follows, I don't want to give it away, but it follows like a nanny au pair type thing in a situation that is a bit thrillery. Oh, it's so good. It sounds like I'm talking about like Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's way deeper than that. It's really, really good. And I loved that. I just kind of like drank it up. So I would definitely recommend those two if you want something to read, and I will link those down below. But that is everything. In terms of, I've not really been watching that much telly. We've been watching like Married at First Sight together, which we love, but as I've said so many times, I don't watch telly on my own. Like I watch it with Mark, but otherwise I'll like read or do something that has been on my list of things to do. Just like to stay busy. But yeah, that is everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try and edit it down because I've been very chatty. And I hope you enjoyed watching. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will hopefully see you all soon.